So welcome back to another rebuild here on NBA 2K24 Next Gen. In today's video, we're going to be continuing with the trading every player rebuilds, and today we have the Denver Nuggets. As I'm sure many of you are aware, Denver won it all last season. They got that championship they've been looking for quite some time. Nikola, Jokic, Jamal Murray, one of the best duos in the world, if not the best. And yeah, I mean, this team is really, really good, to put it simply. Now, our goal today is we have to trade every single player on this roster before year one kicks off, and at no point may any of these players come back, with the end goal being obviously winning a championship. And I will say, as always, before we do get into this video, if you guys do have any other video ideas, make sure to let me know down below in the comment section. We've been on a really good kind of trajectory right now, bouncing back and forth between these trading every player rebuilds, some historic rebuilds, mix in some challenges. I've been having a ton of fun. So if there's anything you want to see, let me know down below. So, and then a couple other short things. One, I apologize, there's no video last Thursday or Friday. I took a couple days off for Thanksgiving here in the U.S. Hopefully that's understandable. And then I am a little sick right now. I feel like I got hit by a truck. So, yeah, I have a little head cold. So if I sound like shit, my apologies. Let's get into it. So sometimes you run into problems with teams like Denver, and I'm not saying it's like a huge glaring issue. You know, the pain in the ass becomes that Nikola Jokic is so good, there might not be any real trade offers. So I'm hoping that's not the case today. I'm hoping I get a bunch. No, there's not a single goddamn offer. So what I might do, if I move him to like the power forward spot, does that change anything? Nothing. You see, I'm just trying this because I know there's a bunch of other different ways I could go about this, but yeah, there's nothing. So what I'm probably going to have to do is, I actually used to do it this way, and I don't like doing this, is I have to go to the trade, or well, technically player finder, and I go through this, I ask Siri on my phone, and I go ahead and just pick a player. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then we're going to do 10 as well for position. So let me ask Siri. Hey Siri, pick a number between 1 and 10. It's 6. I don't have my talk on. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're going small forward / power forward for this. Now, I am going to rule out some players because it's pretty obvious, no matter who we trade for here, it's going to be a worse player than Nikola Jokic. And yes, that sucks, but it's part of the challenge of this video. And I know there's some players that no matter how good the trade offer is, I won't be able to get them. So I know for a fact these top 4, maybe even top 5 right here, I can probably rule out. They're untouchable. In the real world, I'm assuming that, maybe the Suns take a trade for Kevin Durant for Nikola Jokic. I don't know if the Lakers do this. I don't know if the Bucks do this. I don't know if the... You get my point. It's probably going to have to start with Kawhi. I'll even include Jimmy Butler, and we'll go down the list. So we'll go, what, 10 guys down the list? Let's just do that. So I'll ask Siri again. Siri, pick a number between 1 and 10. It is 3. So 1, 2, 3. And now we're going to be trading Jaylen Brown for Nikola Jokic. Good God, what's the money deal on this? Okay, this is where the pain in the ass kind of just makes me go fucking crazy, because this is just so unnecessary. Seriously? Let me figure this out. This is the trade we're going to do. The Celtics won't accept it. I have trade override on. If you don't think that the Celtics would accept this trade in real life, you are absolutely fucking delusional. So, yeah, I don't really want to have Jaylen Brown and Al Horford for Nikola Jokic, but I guess that's, just another part of the challenge. It is what it is. Al Horford has to be in here to make the money work, and then I just took our cheapest and worst player here in Hunter Tyson. So, yep, that makes me actually want to jump off my roof, and yeah, let's work on some more trades. Next up is going to be Jamal Murray. We have 27 offers for him, which is nice. I think that's something about 2K that's really annoying is, you have the 98 overalls. Like, hypothetically speaking, if Nikola Jokic requested a trade, I'm pretty sure there would be more than 0 teams calling about him. Like, you just know, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know why this game makes it nearly impossible. Just too good of an overall. And before you say it, I did check. He was not on Untouchables. I made sure. So that was not the issue. And yeah, let's just see what we got here for Jamal Murray. And let's get through this. So I will close my eyes, as always, and we will shut these here, and we will stop in 3, 2, and 1. And oh my God. Oh my God, we got Ivica Zubac and Norman Powell. This is just maybe the worst start to one of these rebuilds that I have seen in a very long time. We're going to pair up Aaron Gordon and Christian Brown and just see kind of what some other offers are here. I'm looking for somebody who is good at the game of basketball. That's what I would prefer. And stop. Cole Anthony and Markelle Fultz. Not the worst deal in the world. I can live with that one. At least there's some value there and some potential. That's okay. Michael Porter Jr. Michael Never Swing the Rock Porter Jr. Let's see what we got coming up next year for us. And we're going to stop here. We're going to go one to the right this time. And it is Rudy Gobert and Kyle Anderson, or it would have been Lou Dort and Davis Bertans. So you know what? I'll take that. We have to give up Al Horford. It's fine. I know I'm not technically supposed to trade players I already acquired, but here when the CPU does it for me automatically, not the end of the world. You understand. Rudy Gobert, welcome here to Denver. Okay, who else is left? So KCP's here. I'll trade Reggie Jackson with him as well. This team is interesting, to say the least, right now. And we will scroll. Stop. We're going to go one to the left this time. And it is Terrence Mann and Daniel Tice. Okay, I will definitely take that over the other options. So I think at this point we're out of like serious guys. Well, Peyton Watson's here. Peyton Watson, Zeke Naji. Maybe he gets a little something. There's a little potential there. Eyes are shut. And stop. Kevon Looney and a first-round pick. I don't hate that. I mean, I don't love it, but I can live with it. All right, so like Jalen Pickett is still here. Justin Holiday, I don't think is on Denver. No, he's not. So Vlatko Konchar is still here, and then DeAndre Jordan, but yeah, we'll worry about him after. So Pickett and Konchar, let's just see what we can get. I can't imagine this is a very long list. And stop. Oh my God, okay. This is just so pointless and so dumb. Is DeAndre Jordan the final player that I have yet to trade? I think he is. Don't hold me to that. I don't do two-way players, so yeah, we have 13 offers somehow for DJ. Cool. Oh, God. All right, I'm going to move some positions around. Obviously, I can't make any other trades, before year one kicks off. But yeah, this is certainly one of the basketball teams of all time. Year one is here, and I have a sneaky suspicion it is not going to be a very fun season. Just to remember, keep at the top of your mind, I do not turn off previously traded picks. So any previous picks that Denver has traded, I don't have them. That's just something to keep on the top of your head if we somehow stink. I mean, I don't know if we will. Just something to remember. What the hell's going on with Cole Anthony? Okay. Him and Norman Powell will be my backcourt. JB is here at the 3. We have Anderson at the 4, and then Gobert as our starting center. Markelle Fultz will be our 6th man off the bench, followed by Ivica Zubac. Kevon Looney, I moved to the power forward spot. His overall didn't change. I know he's not a power forward. He's a center. It's just for year one. Not that big of a deal. Terrence Mann, and then Justin Holiday going to be getting some minutes as well. So, yeah, this will be an interesting first season here in Denver. I cannot imagine it is going to be a very fun one, but I'll see you guys at the end of it. I'm a fucking idiot. Justin Holiday's on the Nuggets. I hit Sim, and I immediately realized he's probably on the team. Okay, my fault. Stop. Boban Marjanovic. That's my fault. This new rotation just sees Dante Exum getting the 10 minutes that Justin Holiday was getting. We're 12-6 right now, actually a little better than I thought. I'm not going to sit here and pretend that Justin Holiday was the reason we were 12-6. But yeah, no, that was my mistake, my apology. I'll take that big fat L, but I'm not going to start off this whole rebuild again. I'm not going to restart. So I will see you guys at the end of year number 1. 55-27 is our record at the end of year 1. Honestly, a lot better than I thought we were going to be. I didn't mean any disrespect to the guys that we picked up. I just didn't think we were anywhere near as good as Denver once was, so I'll take it. SGA is your MVP, Victor Wembanyama, Chris Paul, Giannis is your depoy. Oh shit, I hit my desk, sorry. Naz Reid, most improved. SGA also clutch player of the year. And Mike Malone does win a coach of the year, so I mean, maybe we're not as bad as I thought. Maybe, I don't know. I just, when you go from, with all due respect to my one of my favorite players, Jaylen Brown, huge Celtics fan here, when you go from Nikola Jokic to JB as your number 1, I think that's a significant drop off in my opinion. So we'll see. He had a great year though, career season. I don't know. I mean, does this team fit well together? I really don't think it fits that well, but we'll find out. We have the Warriors here in the first round. A little bit older, still a very, very good team. They're having Draymond come off the bench as a 6th man. CP3 still there as well. That old geriatric fuck. All right, we're 1-1 right now. We go up 2-1. We go up 3-1. And we win 4 straight after dropping game 1 on our home floor. We move on to MVP SGA. Oh my God, I'm just going to keep my comments to myself right now. In the rest of this young Oklahoma City Thunder core here, let's see what ends up happening here in the Western Conference semifinals. So we're 1-1 right now with OKC. We quickly go to 2-2. We go up 3-2, and we are in the West Finals taking on the Clippers. So Jamal Murray, I forgot we made that trade. So Jamal Murray is now a Clipper. Yeah, we got Norman Powell in return. This team's actually really, really good. Now, I mean, there's a lot of talent here anyways, but you know what I'm saying. I mean, this is just, it's fucking insane. All right, so let's see what happens here. Can we knock off the Clippers? We're up 2-1 right now. We tie it up 2-2. We go up, and we go to the finals. Jaylen Brown, Western Conference Finals MVP. We're going to be taking on the New York Knicks. And Julius Randle. So Jalen Brunson, Grimes, Barrett. You just saw Randall just won an Eastern Conference Finals MVP. The Knicks are a really deep and a really resilient team. They're just kind of a pain in the ass to play. So can we get this done here in year one? I mean, they tie it up. We go down. No, don't let New York win it all in year one. If you're going to give it to anybody, give it to me. Come on. All right, let's sim through this. It looks like we're picking up a big win here at Madison Square Garden to force a Game 7 here in Denver. And can we get it done in our first season of this trading every player Denver Nuggets rebuild? And we're just blowing them out of the goddamn water right now. Sending them packing, sending them back to New York. I can't believe this. I honestly can't really believe we're in this situation. You know, is this team really that good? I guess they are. So, you know, I will definitely take this for a year one. Jaylen Brown, oh my God. Oh my God. He could be well on his way to a finals MVP potentially. So I'll shut the fuck up at this point. You know, I wasn't very happy to, you know, get Jaylen Brown for Nikola Jokic. I don't think anybody would. I feel like that's kind of a logical reaction when shit like this happens. But maybe this team is just full of guys that are ready to win. I honestly don't know, but it looks like we're gonna be getting this done here in year one. Rebuild's not over. We still got a lot of work to do, but I will always take a year one championship, even though if I didn't have much say, if any at all, in the construction of this roster. So, yeah, I mean, obviously this one isn't going to be a very competitive game. We'll probably do one more offensive possession here after prime Julius Randle goes down, pulls up from mid-range. Okay. Oh, this game is so broken sometimes. All right, cool. We're just going to set a screw. Actually, you know what? I'm going to call in the ISO, and then we're going to go with a quick floppy. I don't know who I want shooting it, but probably Jaylen Brown. It is going to be Jaylen Brown, I think. JB for 3. Oh, my God. Alrighty, this one's over. That is a year one championship. We go to 7 games with New York, and we get it done on our home floor after being down 3-2. And Jaylen Brown is your finals MVP. That $300 million contract, I guess it's worth it. It is time for the first offseason. You know, there's still some work to be done. I'm not going to confidently say this team will go back to the finals, but I'm very happy right now. I really am. So we'll sim through the lottery real quick. Staff signing Mike Malone is 100% staying here. If he can take that team to a championship, you're staying forever. Let's see the draft. Do we have our own pick? We do. It is at number 30. I'll probably try to draft somebody there. Why the hell not? We could use some lower end bench pieces. Babacar Miller is here. Bobby Clintman, Jaron McCain, Reese Beekman, excuse me. Adem Bona is here. Yeah, I mean, none of these guys really get me too excited, just to be completely honest with you. I guess Babacar Miller, he's, you know, ranked as a C prospect. I don't know. He's a 72 overall. Cool. So Tice will come back. Unrealistic rebuild. We're going to go ahead and make some moves. None of these guys are getting qualified. And then let's take a look here in free agency. Do we have any big free agents? Markelle Fultz is a relatively big free agent. I don't know. Ooh, Kyle Anderson as well. I don't know what avenue I want to go with this starting lineup, because in one sense, we just won it all. Hypothetically speaking, you know, you should be in a pretty good spot to go back and win it all next year. I'm also not going to go ahead and lose Kyle Anderson for nothing. I could trade Kyle Anderson, though. I think we all probably know the regression is going to come. So there are some things, some avenues, if you will, we can explore with this team, and I think it's probably time to dive into some of those. We're making a trade here with the New Orleans Pelicans. We're swapping Norman Powell for Herb Jones. We also sent a 2026 first-round pick that we got from the Warriors. Now, Norman Powell played really well for us last year. I think he was our second leading scorer at nearly 20 points a game, but he's 31. I know how regression works. He's 100% going to be around a 77 overall to start next season. And then I really just do think Herb Jones is better. I'm a huge Herb Jones fan. I like defense. I think he's going to fit into this team very, very nicely. So I'm excited to have him here. He's going to take over as our new starting shooting guard. And I think he's going to fit into this team really well. I do need to find his backup, because I do not have that at this point. Dante Exum, no disrespect, just we're going to look in a different direction. And then I wouldn't mind trying to find an upgrade at the power forward spot. You know, Kyle Anderson started for us last year. Kevon Looney is not a power forward. He was our backup. I think we got to clear out that spot and find somebody new. So let's see what we can do. Not necessarily a power forward, but another move made for progression purposes. Kyle Anderson and Ivica Zubac are going to Utah for Walker Kessler and a 2025 first-round pick. Now, Walker Kessler will be our starting center. I'm not going to sit here and say he's better than Rudy Gobert, but he's 22. He's making less than $3 million a year, and he's only going to go up in overall. Gobert's an 84 right now. He's making 43 whatever million dollars, and he's going to go down. He was a very key piece to our championship team last year. I'm just selling high. I'm not going to go ahead and hang on to the years of past and just hope that something's going to work out. So Rudy Gobert, 43, almost $44 million, 32 years old. We're moving on. We're getting a guy 10 years younger for like a tenth of the price, honestly. So let's see what options we have for Gobert in terms of power forwards. Aaron Gordon would be fun. He just can't come back for kind of obvious reasons. Jalen Duren, I don't think really fits the mold of a traditional power forward in today's NBA. And so I'm not really seeing anything here that I love. So we're going to have to work this one out some other way. And I'll see you guys when I do figure that out. I'm going to attempt to pick up Karl Anthony Towns here from Minnesota. Just sending Rudy Gobert back to Minnesota, maybe picking up Cat. Karl Anthony Towns was drafted as a center when they made the trade for Rudy Gobert. He now plays the 4. He can shoot the 3 ball. I think he fits the mold well enough. So, something's working out for Minnesota right now in real life. I'd like to have Cat on this team. I know he's also expensive. He is younger than Gobert. You understand where I'm coming from on this. So, in terms of what I'd be willing to give up, I just drafted Babacar Miller. I wasn't really going to have him in the rotation, so I'd rather give him up than a first-round pick. And then I'll give up Daniel Tice, too. I don't see him playing. And then I don't have a ton of picks left, but if you want this, cool. Okay, what pick was that, actually? Was that a pick I didn't really want to trade? Shit, I don't know what pick that was. Oh, well, whatever. All right, so we have our new front court. We have Towns. We have Walker Kessler. I'm going to move Looney back to the backup center spot. I think he's more of a 5 than he is a 4, and we should be good there. So in terms of backups, we're good at point guard. I have to figure out a backup for Herb Jones. We have Mann and Brown. So I need a backup 4, and I need a backup 2. Let's see what we got. Alec Burks could be an option in terms of power forwards. Kenrick Williams, I'll take a flyer on him. That could be some good stretch 4 depth right there. Cool, and then the shooting guard, oh boy. Yeah, this is kind of around where I thought it was going to be. So we're going to do my favorite thing in the world, and we're going to sign a bunch of bench pieces that are never going to play a game for us and are going to get traded immediately. I'm sorry, but I'm really not, because I want to fill out this team, and I want to make them as good as possible. So let's see. It's going to be Harrell and Rocco. I need a shooting guard, so somebody, just preferably. I can't have Julian Strawther back. He would have been fun. Oh, boy. Okay. Well, this is 2K just telling me to go fuck myself. Moses Moody, 6'5". I can move Moses Moody to 2. You know what? Fuck it. Let's pick up Moses Moody. All right, I'll move some positions around, and I will see you guys at the start of year number 2. Fresh off a championship, we were ready for year 2 here in Denver. I did something I don't typically do after winning a championship. I almost kind of blew up the entire team. Now, I did that for very specific reasons, whether it was age, regression, we made upgrades, whatever it was, I had my reasons. I think this team's better than last year's. I truly do. I think losing Rudy Gobert is going to hurt, but in the long run, it's not going to be that big of a deal. I really don't. So I'm excited. Cole Anthony, Herb Jones going to be our backcourt. JB here at the 3. Karl Anthony Towns, our new starting power forward, and Walker Kessler, our new starting center. Bench unit, it's okay. Markelle Fultz will be our 6th man. Kevon Looney follows him, Terrence Mann, Kenrick Williams, and Moses Moody. So I'm excited to see what happens here in year 2. I think we're in a really good spot again. To be honest with you, I didn't think we were winning it all last year, and we somehow did, and I think this team is better. So I'll see you guys at the end of year 2. We wrap up year 2 with a record of 52-30. I think that's maybe like 3 games worse than last year, but it's relatively on par. I'll live with it. Luka Doncic averages a triple-double, first career MVP. Nikola Topic is your rookie of the year. CP3 is a Charlotte Hornet. Oh my God, just call it a career. Anthony Davis is your depoy. Bones Highland, most improved. Steph Curry, clutch player of the year. Mark Dagnall, coach of the year over there in Oklahoma City. So let's take a full look. We are the 2 seed here in the West, so we were behind the Thunder. That's not the end of the world. And in the East, it was the Cavs, the Celtics, the New York Knicks again. Maybe we'll meet up in the finals. All right, let's dive into some numbers in terms of points per game. Jaylen Brown was near 30. Wow. Another career season for JB coming off a finals MVP. You truly do love to see it. Karl Anthony Towns, Cole Anthony, Markelle Fultz, Herb Jones, Mann, Walker Kessler, Moody Williams. Very fun. Rebounds was Kessler, and assists was Cole Anthony. So, who is it going to be for us? It is the Warriors. Again, we beat the Warriors in round 1 last year. We won a championship. So, want to run that back? I'd be cool with it. We were 1-1 right now. We go up 2-1. We go up 3-1. And they force a game 6, and they force a game 7, and okay, thank God. We're moving on to the Western Conference semifinals, and we have the Lakers, who no longer have LeBron James. They do have Paul George. And Bruce Brown, our old friend. Okay, very interesting. Very, very interesting dynamic there in Los Angeles. We're up 2-1 against them right now. We go up 3-1, and we are back in the West Finals, taking on the young and unexperienced Oklahoma City Thunder. SGA, Lou Dort, Jalen Williams, Chet Holmgren, pedophile, Let's do this thing. We are up 1-0. We are up 2-0. Let's just thank you very much and get the fuck out of my game. All right, it is us in the Cleveland Cavaliers, who I'm sure many of you know are always super annoying to face because, you know, 91, 94, 91, 86. Like, they're a pain. They're a pain in the ass. They're young. They're good. I don't really want to face this team. I don't. I'm not going to lie to you. We go down 2-0. We do win game 3. We also win game 4. That's 4 straight. That is 4 straight wins and a third straight championship, technically. And Jaylen Brown, second straight finals MVP. Ooh, we are cooking with fire today. LeBron was a Piston for his fun. What the fuck? Oh, 2K never fails to amaze me. They really don't. Okay, draft lottery. We have nothing here. I think that's a safe bet. We're just going to simmer through this. Mike Malone is obviously not going anywhere. We are up to the draft, and I think I traded my first this year. I did. We're not going to draft anybody. That's not the end of the world. Team player options. Walker Kessler, 100% coming back. Moses Moody, qualifying offer for $10 million is a bit pricey for your 10th man, but you have to kind of do it. I'm going to bring back Kevon Looney. He's a good backup bench piece for me. Same with Terrence Mann. And then Moody wants about his qualifying, so a little steep, but I can live with it. And then, I don't really know. I think there is a move out there for me. I just don't know what it is. I mean, I'm kind of in that spot right now that if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But I don't really love running it back year over year with the same exact rosters. Like, maybe I move on from Kendrick Williams. I don't know. But I don't think it makes sense to change the starting 5. I mean, we just won it all again. So, Kendrick Williams and a couple first-round picks. What say you? Again, I don't expect anybody tremendous here by any means, but Chetty Osman. Jaime he hasn't even fucking played. Jesus. I don't know. No Clowney, Taylor Horton-Tucker. Darius Baisley, but, like, really? Peyton Watson would be fun. I just can't have him back for obvious. You know what? I'm going to take Jaime. I think I'm pronouncing that right, from Miami. I'm going to move him to the 4. I don't know. It looks like the Miami Heat pulled off like their whole black magic act again, where they just draft some dude. To be fair, he was a first-round pick, and he ends up being really, really fucking good, and he goes ahead and drops 30 on the Celtics in the Eastern Conference Finals. Don't remind me. All right, let's go ahead and, I'll see you guys at the start of the 3rd and final regular season. Fresh off 3 straight championships, if you count the one in real life, we're ready to kick off year 3 here in Denver. I didn't really do much in terms of, year over year. This team is still very good. I think everybody fits together really well, and I'm hoping for a 4th straight championship, 3rd of this video. Cole Anthony, Herb Jones, Jaylen Brown, Karl Anthony Towns, Walker Kessler, bench unit, Markelle Fultz, Kevon Looney, Moses Moody, Terrence Mann, and then Jaime Jaquez Jr. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I'm just going to call him Triple J. Jaren Jackson Jr. can fuck right off. All right, man, we're in a good spot. I think this team should definitely be in the mix again. I'll see you guys at the end of the final regular season. Our best record yet is in our final regular season. We won 63 games. Luka Doncic won a 2nd straight MVP, and we're hoping we're going to win a 4th championship here in Denver. Ace Bailey's your Rookie of the Year. Bones Highland, 6th man. Giannis is your deep boy. Gard Diallo is a Celtic, and he is most improved. I love seeing most improved players on my Celtics. Giannis is your Clutch Player of the Year. Mike Malone, Coach of the Year. Probably should have been for like a 3rd straight year. But you know what? We move. Best record here in the West. Best record in all of basketball. I want another championship. I really do. Jaylen Brown's still playing out of his goddamn mind. Karl Anthony Towns, Cole Anthony, Fultz, Kessler, Moody, Jones. Everything's good. Rebounds was Kessler, and assists was Cole Anthony. So, round 1, us and the Spurs. Finally not the Warriors here in round 1. They have Cooper Flagg and Victor Wembanyama. Oh. I'm not a math guy, but can somebody explain to me why Jeremy Sohan is starting at point guard over Kyrie Irving? God bless your heart, 2K. You are just some of the stupidest motherfuckers I've ever met in my life. We are up 3-1 against the Spurs, and we win in 5. Moving on to the Lakers here, who still have Paul George. Paul George's regression in this game is insane. If he didn't regress so much, I would get him way more often. It's just super unfortunate that it seems like that's something that's never going to change. It's been happening for years in 2K. I'd rather not lose right now. We're tied up 2-2. We go down 3-2, force a game 7, and we lose. We lose to the Lakers. This Lakers? Really? All right. Disappointing, but you know what? I can live with it. That was a fun end to a fun rebuild. This team was really, really talented, and I think it really did fit well together. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I definitely did. Yeah, I mean, I'm just going to say the same thing I always do. If you guys have any other video ideas, let me know down below in the comment section. Once again, if I sound like shit, yeah, my apologies. can't really control my sicknesses. As always, thanks so much for watching. I love you guys. I'll catch you guys all in the next one.